Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO, and today we are continuing Morrowind. So, in the last video, we continued working toward becoming Hortator...
Greetings. What shall we talk about?
We continued working toward becoming Hortator of House Hlalu. We were able to buy Yingling Half-Troll's vote, just like we had with Crassius Curio himself. And Drambarrow was just so impressed that we could find him living a life of luxury in the basement of a haunted house that he's with us too. Now, we just took care of Orvis Dren, who was the owner of Dren Plantation and was basically working for the 6th house. So now the two remaining Hlalu counselors, Vilanda Omani and Navina Eulis.
What was that?
Yeah, I'm giving my intro, guy. Navina Eulis should be a lot easier to convince. Now, the reason we are back here with Mr. Curio himself is because I believe he had given us information on where we can find the last two people. Navina Eulis lives in Eulis Manor near Saran. Just take the road north out of Saran, cross the bridge heading west, and look for a manor south of the road. Alright, so... Oh, Navina and Vilanda were actual topics. So now that I have those names basically memorized, I should be able to use my journal to figure out where they are. North out of Saran, cross the bridge heading west, and look for a manor south of the road. Now, Vilanda Omani lives outside Vivek on Elmis Island. Take the bridge to the mainland from Telvanni Compound, then turn south and cross the bridge to Elmis Island. The path from the south end of the bridge leads right to Omani Manor. So, Telvanni Compound, cross a bridge to the mainland, and then go on another bridge south to Elmis.
Well met, Outlander. What is it?
Let me just let myself out, and then we can head over to the Telvanni Compound. Now, I did...
You talk too much.
I did drop off a great deal of the stuff that I had on me. Cut myself down to 269 pounds, or weight units, or whatever they're called for this game. And on the way out of Dren Plantation... Am I even going the right way? Redoran... Yes, alright, I can cross over this way. On the way out of Dren Plantation, I did end up looting some more alchemy stuff, so we're up to... Yeah, we're up to 3 rat meat out of the 5 that we need for the Imperial Cult quest. And I did swing by Balmora, drop off a bunch of things, sold some things, repaired my armor and weapons, so we should be good to go. And part of the reason I'm running my way to Telvanni instead of levitating was because now we're moving a lot faster on foot. So this should be Telvanni Compound. And... wait, is it? No, we're in the arena. So I'm just going to cut my way through the arena.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Is the body still? Yeah, there's Bolvin Venom still laying down there in the dirt. He's the guy we had to kill in order to secure our position as the Hortator to House Redoran. And today's video actually also marks the 100th Morrowind video that I have recorded for the channel. That means, at a minimum, I have been playing this game for 50 hours on this save file alone. Alright, so actually, I think... Alright, so cross over to the mainland, and then the bridge to the south. So this should be Elmis Island right here. Okay, didn't think I was actually going to strike the land there. Now I just have to remember how I'm supposed to get from the end of the bridge here to... was it Valanda's? Yeah, Valanda Omani's. No. This was Navina Eulis. I believe... No, Jesus. Navina Eulis was the one near Saran. I believe it said that the path should take me directly to the manor here on E-something Island. Elmas? There's a dude just hanging out on the roof up there. Alright. Here we go. Omani Manor. Let me just top off my health and stamina, because you never know when combat might go down. Alright, there's nobody in this main room, so I'm actually tempted to loot the place on my way out. There's a very gentle stair slope that goes outside. Excuse me, sir.
Spit it out or hit the road.
You're just angry to see anybody. Here we go. Valanda Omani. What are you doing here? Well, I'm looking to become the Hortator to House Hlalu. Yes, climbs and hides. I've just heard of Orvis Dren's unfortunate death. As for your request to be named Hortator of House Hlalu, I believe there'll be no further delays. You have my vote, and I'm sure you'll be able to persuade the other counselors as well. Once all the counselors agree, speak with Crassius Curio again. He will give you the Belt of the Hortator. Well, that was easy. Oh, that's tempting. Here we go. Got my mercantile up by perusing a book straight on her desk there. And I do want to rifle through everyone's belongings before I go. There's somebody in that room, so I'm not going to bother. That goes outside. What's back here? Hello, storage closet. Excuse me while I look for rat meat. Just a bunch of salted rice. Is that guy coming downstairs, or is he just looping around upstairs? Alright, I was getting a little nervous there. Alright, so now we have that done. I think Almzivi will bring me to the temple. Divine will bring me to Ebonheart. Saran is just straight north, though. I think I'm going to take a quick jog there. Get a little bow practice going on. I don't think my marksman is going to hit 60 before my security does, though. Is that a rock or a fish? If it's a fish, it's a very big fish. Alright, let's head north from here. And actually, I suppose it would have been faster to maybe divine my way to Ebony and then, or Ebonheart, and yeah, divine intervention my way to Ebonheart, and then hello, Mr. Rat. Will you be number 4? Or maybe even 4 and 5 if I'm lucky. Nice. At least number 4. Alright, so I believe that is Vivek, but I don't know which canton that is. Come on. Nice. I've gotten into the bad habit of just hitting number 1 in order to bring my weapon out when number 1 have I been here before? Oh, right. I think... Alright, there's the boat, which means the Strider port is, like, up here. I think that's the angry trader dude I met before. And what I want to do is make my way to the Silt Strider so I can go to Saran. Because I remember there was something weird about... let me get ready to snipe these guys. There was something weird about the about using Almzivi Intervention and Saran. I think for some reason it took me... Damn it, that's just a straight wasted arrow. For some reason it took me somewhere other than I was expecting. Where the hell's... Oh, I actually took the long way around by accident. So yeah, the Strider to Saran, and then, Navina Eulis. Who the hell are you? Oh, you're a shirtless dude. That means you would be a, sleeper. Whoop. Oh, and as a side note, the Silt Strider driver guy for Balmora
Where would you like to go?
has now also fallen off his perch. Alright, so... Eulis. North out of Saran, cross the bridge heading west, and look for a manor on the south of the road. You know, I'm starting to think that I've actually already seen this lady's manor. Are you alright down there? Sounds like he's having trouble. But I seem to remember leaving Saran to the north in the past while doing the pilgrimage for the Imperial... No, for the Tribunal Temple. Eulis Manor, which looks to be set up very similarly to Vilanda Manor, or Omani Manor.
No, I don't think so.
Hello. Well, if you've come all this way, I suppose you can ask a few questions. Well, question number 1. Can I be the Hortator to House Hlalu? Oh yes, you want to be Hortator. Sure, I think that's a very good idea. You'll be a very special Hortator. Is that okay? Do I need to say anything official? Here, how about, in the name of House Hlalu, I hereby say you are a Hortator of this house, House Hlalu. I hope that's right. Once all the counselors agree, make sure you see Crassius Curio. I think Navina Eulis is a little touched in the head zone. And she is also wandering the house up and down, so I don't think it's going to be worth hanging around just to try and loot her home. So, let's try an Almzivi. Yeah, see what I mean? There is a Tribunal Temple in Saran, but when you use Almzivi Intervention, instead it takes you to Vivek. So now we just need to make our way back to the Hlalu Canton. I was wondering for a second if there were any gondola pilots around. St. Delen. So I think I'm at least on the correct side of the city. Yes, because Hlalu is on the west, and St. Delen is more to the west than it is to the... is more to the west, and the other, St. Olms, is to the east. It feels weird finally being able to sort of understand the layout of Vivec City, because I definitely remember in the past having lots of trouble navigating this place. At least when I was playing it on the Xbox. You are dressed very differently.
What is it, Outlander?
Serethi. Serethi. There's a lot of Serethis around. Serethi is the name of the Redoran House Counselor that helped get us elected as Hortator. It is also the name of the person that we were supposed to sneak a stolen dagger back into their belongings in the Ghost Gate as part of a Thieves Guild quest. Alright, so I believe this is Curio Manor. And then back downstairs.
You talk too much, Outlander.
Never to you, though, so I'm not sure what you're complaining about.
Do you want something?
I want a different door, because that's the wrong one. This is the right one.
Ah, greetings. What shall we talk about?
I am so glad to see you again, Climbs and Hides. Hlalu Hortator. All the counselors agree. Splendid. I'm so happy for you. What an honor. But no more than you deserve, pumpkin. And now I have a little treat for you. It's a belt given to the Hortator of House Hlalu. Just snug it around that supple little waist. Now, I know you have important things to do, but don't be a stranger. Don't neglect poor Uncle Lonely Uncle Crassius, your devoted admirer. Great. Belt of the Hortator, Fortify Magicka 20 points. What am I using? Oh, right, the Flight Belt. What was Fortify Health on command? That one's constant Fortify Magicka. That would be better for a magic-using person, or at least a person who could sleep to get Magicka back. Because I can't, like, even resting in a bed, I can't get Magicka back. It's only by absorbing spell effects and drinking potions. Alright, so that makes me the Hortator of Hlalu and Redoran.
What, Outlander?
Where do we go now? Sadrith Mora would get us the Hortator of Telvanni. But how would I... Oh, I can just, what do you call it? I can take some boats over there. And... God, I wish I had one more piece of rat meat. Because that would allow us to turn in, I think, one of the last of those quests. Now, I am trying to finish at least the main quest before I have to stop playing Morrowind. In case you've watched the channel for a while, during October I like to play scary or horror or unsettling atmospheric sort of games. And that would mean having to stop playing Morrowind. And I do still have about 2.5 months left before I'd have to do that. I can take a boat all the way to Sadrith Mora, okay. Which I have a feeling it's in that great big mushroom house there. But anyway, so the plan currently is to make kind of a push. Still having trouble, huh? kind of a push toward beating the main quest, and then I'll spend some time mopping up all of the side quests I can, and probably finish things off then. I will get to the 2 expansions, Blood Moon and Tribunal, but those might not be until sometime next year, just depending on how much time I have left after the main quest and side quests here, or faction quest.
Bothersome creature.
Hello, I don't like you. I doubt if anyone in Sadrith Mora does, so go away and stop bothering me. Tell me about House Telvanni. We don't care about politics. We don't care what others think. We just want to be left alone. And our wizard lords and their mercenaries make sure no one bothers us. Telvanni mouths. I'm not telling you that. Anything else? Telvanni Hortator is not a topic with you. Let me give you $1,000. How about now? The Telvanni Mage Lords are far too busy important... Jesus. The Telvanni Mage Lords are far too busy and important to attend council meetings, so they have representatives called Mouths who attend to council business for them. Mouths are protégés to their wizards and expected to step into their shoes when their masters die. Mouths have complete authority to speak for their lords, but they often defer the tough decisions to their masters. I believe I remember from playing in the past that we have to... It's the Mouths that we have to deal with for Hortator things, and not the Telvanni themselves. Alright, I want an interior view. That takes me outside. General quarters. At the very least, I feel like I need to go to the upper quarters. That goes outside. He's not... Alright, I was just double checking for some sort of upper exit. I don't know what the point of that room was. Alright, here we go. This will hopefully swing around and take us to the... Well, that takes us to the general quarters at least. And I'm pretty sure the general quarters then lead us to the upper tower.
Whatever it is, I'm not interested.
This should be upper tower. Right. I remember falling down this place about 8 times in the last video. That takes to the upper hall. That takes us outside. This is one of the reasons I hate House Telvanni. Because it is a very confusing house. Alright, maybe this guy will tell us.
You must be joking. Bother someone else.
No, I don't like you. That's why I don't want to talk to you. Is there anyone in Sadrith Mora who likes you? Well, Big Halende does. House Telvanni. Telvanni Mouths. Not telling me that. Alright. You're not any help.
That is quite enough.
Whatever you want, the answer is no. What if the question is Telvanni Hortator? No, no, no. Not another word. What the hell are you talking about? And who do you think you are? No. Just shut up. Nonsense. Superstitious nonsense. Don't interrupt me with such foolishness. Just shut up and go away. Telvanni counselors? Here's a recent edition of the Brown Book of Great House Telvanni. It lists the current Telvanni counselors and their residences. Let me mark the locations of the counselors' towers on your map. Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, Telvanni don't really hang around in one particular place. Redoran, everybody was in the same building. And Hlalu, either they were in Vivec or they were close-ish to Vivec. House Telvanni counselors are spread out in their own towers all over the damn place. So Tel Arun, Tel Voss, Tel Mora, Tel Brenora, and Tel Naga is right in the center of Sadrith Mora. All right. So also journal entry. I have asked Master Neloth if he would vote for me as Hortator of House Telvanni. Neloth is a cranky, ill-tempered old wizard, impatient and quick to anger. He shouted at me for interrupting him with such nonsense. Perhaps I can find some way to improve his disposition before I try again. Well, money is always good. Let me stick with hundreds for now, because that's a lot. There we go. Hortator, war leader of House Telvanni, is that necessary? Why doesn't anyone tell me about these things? So, do you want the job? Are you qualified? Good. Then go ahead. I don't care. Be the Hortator. Now go away. Alright, so about $1,500 is enough for this guy to make me Hortator. It was clear that he didn't care one way or the other. Alright, so that's the yellow book. I'm wondering why it was the brown book, because red is sort of a color associated with warriors, and yellow book, you know, that's sort of a agility-ish color, or like sneaky, like, you know, House Hlalu. But I would expect a blue book, because like blue is a color generally associated with magic. Alright. Counselors of House Telvanni, Vardenfell District, Imperial Era 426. That's not right. It's the third era. Year 426 or something like that. Alright. Gothrin is in Telarune. East Molag Amur. Arion is in Telvos. Neloth in Telnaga. I already did that one. Dratha in Telmora, and Thorana in Telbrunora. All right. Oh, wait. The mouths are in the Council Hall of Sadrith Mora. Is that like an outside building? It's gotta be. Alright, so let's make our way. Straight ahead will get me out of the tower.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or...
I'm going away. I vaguely remember that the council... That's not it. Morag Tong. That's another group that I have to join eventually. Alchemist. That's just a big swirly root. Isn't there like a council hall? Apothecary. Drawl's house. That's the Gateway Inn. Hole in the Wall, Alchemist. Morag Tong. Telnaga, Upper Hall, Great Hall, Great Hall. I could have sworn that the council chamber... Oh, I'm still levitating. Maybe that's the council's chamber. It looks fairly important. That actually hurt slightly less than I thought it would. Wait, no, that's the hole in the wall. Oh, there we go. Nice. So I was at least headed in the right direction of the council house. I just hadn't moved my map far enough to get there. Yes, this should be the right way.
You must be joking. Bother someone else.
Alright,
Filthy sweat.
well, hello to you too. Take a hint, I don't want to talk with you. Oh no, okay. Now I remember. The time that I played through the game and I joined House Telvanni, you came here to speak to the mouths, and they were the ones that gave you the actual jobs you had to do. Though I think you did still have to visit the actual counselors to get, like, final, very important jobs from them. So, in actuality, I do have to go all over the place. Tell a rune, tell fear. Alright, so I need to go to Tell Mora, Tell Voss. Were those each separate places? Tell a rune, Tell Voss, Tell Naga. Yeah, Tell Mora and Tell Voss each have them, which is very good, because that is, No, I don't want to use intervention, because that would take me away from the boat, and I believe... Whoop. I believe it's the boat that I have to take in order to get to the Tel Mora, Tel Voss area of the map. Because I know they don't have Mages Guild travel there. Here we go, Tel Mora.
Speak, traveler.
Alright, so that's going to be it for this video, and then we'll start working on becoming the Hortator to House Telvanni in the next one. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.